Hello, I'm here to deliver a prologue for this little beauty. One night unveiled the conclusion of Miller Hart's story. This one took me to a whole new level of emotion, and I hope you feel that from my words. As always, I ask for no spoilers. 3 days for the UK, a little bit longer for the US, publishing on February 10th. Let me read you the prologue. William Anderson had been sitting in his Lexus on the corner of the familiar street for over an hour. A whole damn hour, and he still hadn't located the strength to get out of the car. His eyes had been rooted on the old Victorian terrace for every painful second. He had avoided this part of town for over 20 years, with the exception of one time, to bring her home. Now, though, he had to face his past head-on. He had to get out of his car. He had to knock on that door, and he was dreading it. There were no other options left for him, and boy had he searched high and low in his fraught mind for an out. Nothing. Time to face the music, Will, he breathed to himself, sliding out of his car. Shutting the door softly, he started towards the house, annoyed that he was incapable of steadying his thumping heart. It was vibrating in his chest, echoing in his ears. Each step he took, her face was becoming clearer and clearer, until he was clenching his eyes shut in pain. "Damn you, woman," he muttered, shivering. He found himself outside the house far sooner than he liked, staring at the front door. His poor mind was being blasted with too many bad memories to cope with. He felt weak. It wasn't a feeling William Anderson often experienced, because he made sure of it. After her, he made damn sure of it. Letting his head fall back on his shoulders and his eyes close briefly, he drank in the longest inhale of air he ever would. Then he raised a shaky hand and knocked on the door. His pulse accelerated when he heard footsteps, and he very nearly stopped breathing when the door swung open. She hadn't changed a bit, except now she must have been, 80s? Had it been that long? She didn't look at all shocked, and he didn't know if this was a good thing or a bad thing. He'd reserved judgment until he left. There was a lot to talk about. Her now grey eyebrows raised coolly, and when she started shaking her head mildly, William smiled a little. It was a nervous smile. He was beginning to shake in his boots. "Well, look what the cat dragged in," she sighed. I hope you love it, ladies. Big love.